we've been talking about the Oscars in our last segment, and we're kind of continuing on here because there's more information on here. But on March 30th, the Academy released a statement about Will Smith, and it said that Will Smith refused to leave at their request to leave the Oscars after he assaulted Chris Rock. And on that same day, that night, March 30th, Chris Rock broke his silence here, all about it, at his comedy show in Boston. Take a look and listen closely to this, please.
How was your weekend? I don't have like a bunch of about what happened. So if you came to hear that, I had like a whole show I wrote before this weekend. And I'm still kind of processing what happened. So at some point I'll talk about that. And it'll be serious, it'll be fun.
Well, it's really obvious that it'll take time to process what went down, but in addition to this, Chris Rock also opened up about his childhood trauma that he experienced months way before the Oscars ceremony on a podcast titled Fly on the Wall with Dana Carvey and David Spade back in January. That's another long title I'd never heard of before, but take a look and listen closely to this as well.
In my childhood, I was bullied ridiculously. Half of it, the bullying, is because I was just a little guy. And then I got bused to school, so I was a little guy and I was black. One day, a guy really disrespected me really bad, like mushed me at a party. And I went home, I put a brick in a book bag and smacked this guy in the face with this brick and then stomped him Joe Pesci style. Now, to the point, we thought he might die. As my shrink puts it to me, you have been scared to be angry ever since. So the guy you saw was bending over backwards to be nice because I was so scared of my anger.
So what do you think about all this here and the incident and...
Yeah, that must have been sad and like triggering in a way. It's really unfortunate that he has already experienced a level of bullying in his life, and then to experience it on a huge scale like that of being physically slapped, that's got to be hard. That's like a lot of pressure that you're under too to handle that, which he did. But that's rough.
He did handle it very well. At least he didn't put a brick on his bag that day. So I think that experience that he had in his past definitely prepared him in a way for what happened that night.
Yeah, because if that happened, it could have been worse.
Exactly.
You know?
Right. He's definitely grown.
Right.
Totally. Like times have changed like over the years, and I'm like, because obviously we don't know what to expect here coming forward here, and I mean, Wanda Sykes, I know. She was like, she wasn't sure if this was really happening. I even know I mentioned it in the last segment as well. Yeah. Here, she just felt awful for Chris Rock here, and it was sickening, and she felt physically ill, and she was still traumatized by it.
Wow.
But this is what she said when she went on Ellen's show here.
Wow.
So, I mean...
Yeah, it's got to be hard to see like your fellow actors and who are also your friends kind of go at it like that too. Kind of disrupts a lot of peace in that area.
Me personally, I just hate to see that fellow people of color were there and it kind of represented us in a bad way. I'm sure, like, not everybody thinks about it that way, but also just I wish that we could have got a more positive message out that night rather than the violence that was put forth.
Yeah. Listen, as I said earlier, I mean, I'm not sure if this could cost Will Smith's Oscar because it's been like word of mouth coming out. But all I remember hearing is that the Academy had banned Will Smith for attending for 10 years. I mean, So, in your opinion, what effect do you think this will have on Will Smith or other awards going forward here? And I'm not sure if The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air could be in jeopardy or any of his works that he's done in the past. Maybe I'm wrong on this. If you want to correct me on it, go ahead.
I did actually hear that the reboot that they did for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has taken a little bit of a hit since the event occurred. Probably viewings went down. There's probably some more criticizing of the show because of who it's related to. But I do think the consequence that he received was very hefty. 10 years is a long time. Who knows if he'll even be making movies at that time. But I don't think they should take his Oscar. He acted in the movie. He did great. Everybody loved it. So I think that itself, he deserved it because, and he accepted it the same night. So
Right.
But if there's a point where if Will Smith makes the movies during the 10 years he's not allowed to join, but if he gets nominated, I don't know where could this go from here.
Right.
That's interesting.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because it's like it's so much going. What was that? I don't know what that was, but yeah, but that basically, who knows what could happen if Will Smith gets nominated during those 10 years, which will probably be until 2032. But if he gets nominated, then will he get an Oscar or award or something?
Yeah.
What's interesting about that is I don't know if these sources are completely credible, but there were some talk about his shows and documentaries and things coming out in the future being put on hold. So who knows if the movies will even be produced by the time that his ban is over.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to wait and just see how things go, because anything can happen in like
the blink of an eye.
The slap of a paper.
Thank you, Via. We'll be back, everyone.